This commission to investigate historical sex abuse in schools is very much welcomed. However, it's long overdue. With every year of delay, survivors grow older and the risk of evidence being lost increases. Thousands of children across the state were failed by those entrusted to protect and raise them. Not only were they failed, but their entire childhoods was ripped away and destroyed. It is vital that survivors play a central role in this commission. It must be survivor-centred. While the Commission represents progress, I'm extremely disappointed that physical abuse is excluded. The Minister must address this point and clarify why this decision was made. Recently, I met a man who was failed by the state 72 years ago. After the tragic loss of his mother, he and his sibling were placed under the supported care of the Sisters of Charity. This happened despite neighbours offering to care for him and his family, to keep the family together as one. But the state intervened and said no. The state ensured that the family was torn apart and sent to a boarding school. As the survivor told me, it was more of a workhouse than a boarding school. The horror and brutality he endured as a child is staggering. 72 years later, it still haunts him. The institution and the religious order that inflicted such brutality must be held accountable. The suffering inflicted doesn't just devastate the survivors, it ripples onto each passing generation. The children of these survivors are left shouldering that emotional burden too. We've heard the Ministers promise this before. Now we need action. This man's childhood could have been saved from horror. Instead, the state failed him repeatedly, denying him the chance of a normal, stable life, and denying him life surrounded by family, neighbours and a community who wanted to care for him. But no, he was cast off to the wolves by the state. As important as redress is for survivors, the people responsible for robbing their childhood need to be fully accountable for their actions or for watching on and doing nothing. As someone who worked with adults with disabilities, some of our most vulnerable, many who do not have a voice, we need a person-centred approach and not to re-traumatise the survivors. They have been through enough. Gura Magat.